Hi everyone, I am now at day 14 of my water only fast, so I feel like I have met my goal. I'm really excited about that, and it's been kind of a tumultuous past few days. I had a series of events happen in which I had to move my room twice, and yesterday in the evening, matter of fact, overnight, we had a pretty serious earthquake, which was quite shocking and has really shaken me up. So, still trying to recover a little bit from that, but in general, I feel like I'm doing really well. I have to say that I've had a little bit of complications lately. I've noticed that over the past 2 days, I've been increasingly dehydrated, and I notice that my skin's a little dry, and I feel parched in my mouth and my lips. And in addition, over the last day and a half or so, I started to develop some pains and achiness in my upper abdomen in the area of my liver. And I got really scared about it, and I talked to my doctor, and they recommended that I start taking some sparkling mineral water, and hopefully that will be able to replace some of the electrolytes, because I think at this point, I've gone 14 days without eating, and it's likely that I'm just, becoming low in sodium and minerals, and it's just difficult for my body to hold on to water even though I'm still drinking a lot. And so I think this is a sign that I'm getting ready to break my fast, and in fact, the plan was to begin some vegetable broth today in the event that the pains continued, but it turned out that after I drank about 2 bottles of mineral water last night, the pain has subsided, and so it's kind of touch and go at this point. I'm just monitoring myself really closely, and if I feel like that pain has come back, or I have any other symptoms of distress, then I'm just going to go ahead and break the fast at this point. My running goal was to actually go 15 days, and so I was going to fast through tomorrow as well, but I think at this point, I don't want to push myself beyond my limits. And while it's true that they are, taking my case really seriously, at this point, I feel like I've maximized my gains, so to speak. And it's really interesting because I noticed that in these past 3 or 4 days, even despite this dehydration thing, I have a new sense of clarity, I guess, in my mind and as well as my body. And I noticed that while I'm fatigued and from not having eaten, I noticed my energy levels have actually gone up from the week prior. And some examples of this are, I don't know, brushing my teeth. For most of this fast, when I would brush my teeth, I would always have to sit down. And in the past few days, I haven't had any issues standing up and brushing my teeth. So, it's these little things in life that we begin to appreciate when we haven't had food for a long time. But aside from that, my vitals still remain to be within normal limits. My blood pressure is running about 100/90 or so. Some days it's a little less. My weight has been almost stable. I noticed that Probably every other day I go down a pound, and the days in between my weight stays just about the same. And so in total, from the beginning, I've lost just under 15 pounds. And, you know, I still feel really grateful that I've had this experience, and I wouldn't say that I'm feeling hungry yet, which is interesting. I had this fantasy that I wanted to fast as long as I could until that sensation of hunger returned. And in the conversations you have about fasting, I hear that when that hunger returns, that's the indication that you're ready to break the fast. But in this case, it appears that my body is telling me in other ways, and so I don't want to test it. But yeah, in some ways I feel like the fasting has been the easy part, and the refeeding I know will be stressful in some ways, but I've been doing my best to really embrace those fears, as I mentioned before, and just trust in the wisdom of my body and the experience of the doctors here, as well as my lab results and all the other indications that say that I'm otherwise a very healthy person. And so I hope that's the case. And at this point I feel like I'm way better, and in way better shape than I was when I started the fast. And so that's really great. And I'm hoping that these past few days of pushing myself are really a way to give me that edge up on the refeeding process, and make it go more smoothly and effortlessly. So I think that's all I have to say today. I'm still alive, and alert and doing well. And so provided any unforeseen circumstances, I'll start eating again tomorrow. And so I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. But I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.